Anyway, recording has started. I just punched my desk again. Dang it. I still don't understand why you can restart. Okay, I've seen the reviews. I've seen that it's reviewing well. I am trying to not read them, but I've seen the numbers on them. Mostly, so I go into the game completely unbiased because I'll be writing a review for Gamer Dating for Psychonauts 2. Yeah, but I've seen it's crazy high. Yeah. Continue, please. So yeah, short stream than usual YouTube because I'm not doing great mentally. So all my chores took longer to do this morning than I expected them to. But we're here today. We're here now. I'm not going to bother changing the costumes because if I die, which I fully expect to, obviously I'm going to have to reload and redo the costumes all over again. So let's not do that. Actually, Billy, what are you... Right, that's probably the best thing for you right now. Let us go and die. So, I think my plan... I think if I remember correctly, I need the thing in the room up here before I even need to consider going to the other room that I can access, having solved the clock puzzle. So let's grab this. I think this is where microfilm B was. Either that or this is the projection room and microfilm B is in the corridor beyond the leech monster thing. I've just discovered you can do left trigger to pull up the map. Would have been really useful to know earlier. But yes, so this will be the last Resident Evil stream for a while, because I expect that Psychonauts 2 will probably take me up until near my holiday. Certainly at least 3 streams, which takes like Wednesday next week. And then there'll be 1 stream, which I don't know if I'll do this or I might grab another Chiller Dark game to play. What I'm going to do is leave the room and come back in and hopefully reset the zombie positions. Maybe this will work, maybe this won't. I also did do some research, and I couldn't tell if adaptive difficulty is in this, or difficulty adjustment, or whatever you want to call it. But I did discover that easy is incredibly easy. I don't know if this is just respawning the zombie or not. Cool. I've done that before, but okay. Yeah, easy is supposed to be ridiculously easy, and then normal is supposed to be kind of challenging, which I am experiencing mild challenge here. Hey, Billy, do you wanna... Are you dead? I think I did. Right, I've read this before. Which I assume is a... I mentioned it last time. I assume that's a puzzle solution. There's some shotgun ammo for Billy, however. Okay, so Billy's still fine. Rebecca's in a caution. She's not in danger yet. Yeah, that's the microphone. I am concerned about the health situation. I will admit that. Apparently easy gives you just so many herbs that you have far too many to actually do anything with. Outside the window you see a dense, pitch-dark expanse of trees. Yeah, that'll be the forest. Empty picture frame. The picture seems to have been taken out. Okay, so I think that's everything in here. The question is now, do I deal with the leech? I think I can throw a Molotov at it. I think it's weak to Molotovs. And I do have a decent number of Molotovs, so I might just clear out that corridor, because it... change floor down. I think I have a decent number of Molotovs, and I will only need that corridor once to get to the projection room, but I'll have to come back through it as well, so many Molotovs I do have. I think I've got like 6 though, so should be fine. What's my inventory situation like? Oh, I've got space for both microfilms and a Molotov. So that's the... Please. Hey, Rebecca, pick up the pile of Molotovs. I'll take the microfilm. That is explicitly not what I wanted. That's also this pile here, despite the fact she was standing on the bottle. There we go. Molotovs, and this should be microfilm A? Yes. Right, so... Oh, I only have 5. Well, yeah, so easy gives you way too more of these, way too many of these than you need. I'm playing on normal, and I'm kind of worried that I'm going to die before the end of the game and be in a no-win scenario. Because I think I've used everything apart from that single green herb. I don't think there's any healing items on the floor. No, there are no healing items on the floor. Hopefully there's some in the rooms I've yet to go to. Alright, I'm just going to throw this at the leech monster person thing, and hopefully it works. You know what? That's not good. Have a second. Wow. 3 Molotovs and now I'm both in orange caution. Wonderful. Those things suck. How about a light bud? Defeat Mimicry Marcus with a Molotov cocktail or a napalm grenade. Is that Mimicry Marcus? I don't think... No. Oh, that's it. Nope. I hate this inventory system so much. I hate it so much, it doesn't default to use after you back out of something. I was gonna say, hey Billy, do you wanna stab the leech that's currently causing issues? Thank you. I refuse to use a handgun round on it, but you have a knife, dude. You have a huge knife. I also realised in the hour and a half I played of this last time, I made like 20 minutes of progress. So that felt really good. Right, there's zombies in here as well. Oops. Oops. Hey, Rebecca, do you want to shoot the zombie? We're getting game over. Yep, we both died at the same time because of that leech creature thing. Oh, this mansion is terrible. It is so bad.
Resident Evil.
New plan.
0.
Go to that original room. Get the shotgun ammo. Kill the leech again. Use the shotgun in the projection room to clear out the enemies. I guess I could also use the shotgun in the room with microfilm B as well, thinking about it. Because there is ammo in there. Unfortunately, this is not a game where you can change the difficulty mid-game. It's decided at the start, and on your head be it. Which I hate, but, you know, it's an old game at this point, so totally understandable. I don't even know I'm carrying this around. I don't need it. I want to combine it before I use it, so anyway, let's save time and pick this up now. And grab these. Obviously I haven't read ahead in the walkthrough, but based on the section headings, there's still more of the mansion after this, because I need to get the water key still, I believe. I keep pressing the wrong button. To cover this entire right-hand section of the map. And then once I've got the water key, of course, I've still got the that room at the far left with the red locked door I need a candle for, and then the top left room and, you know, the way out are locked by doors with crossed swords. I still don't know what the door's locked by. I think it's locked from the other side, if I recall correctly. So I assume maybe I can back up that way. Anyway, I'm just procrastinating at this point because I freaking hate this sequence. It's just tedious. Hopefully Billy's close enough to the door that he teleports with me. Trying to reset the zombies. Sorry about that, I keep pressing A. Because I play with my controller beneath my eye level, beneath my desk, I can't even see the buttons I'm pressing. Sometimes I do press the wrong ones. I'm just going to use this to preserve health. I know there's rounds in that, shotgun shells in that room. I guess technically for the leech I could keep, like, throw a Molotov and then leave. That's what I didn't want him to do. Oh hey, did you not get blasted backwards by the shotgun blast? You certainly did not. I'm just gonna reload.
Resident Evil 0.
I want to like this game. I was having so much fun on the train. I was having a lot of fun up until these two rooms, actually, and then it just sucked all the fun out of it. Because I don't know how to run around the zombies, if I'm being honest with you all. No. It is this.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm going to try. It reloads very quickly, so even if I fail, I've lost like a minute. But I'm going to try just juke all the zombies. Hey Byron, how you doing? Just try and run around all of the zombies. I want to finish this playthrough, I really do. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Not on normal difficulty, and I don't want to replay the entire train again.
Ow!
I should have taken the knife so I could fight back. Yeah, that didn't work. It would have worked, except my depth perception is shit.
Resident
And
Evil
I thought I was by the
0.
slide, and I was not by the slide in the slightest. But I think I could have done it that way, so let's try that again. Let's give Rebecca the shotgun. Or I could just do it as Billy, actually. Billy has more health, and the shotgun is already on him. Let's just do it as Billy. Just make sure all of it's equipped. There we go.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Once I get past this sequence, I do intend to change the costumes. That's just, I need to get past this sequence. Because, oh boy, is it a fun time. Like, I shot that zombie in the back, and he did not fall over. I don't even want to... Oh my... Really? Really, game? Really? That's... Pick up the microfilm. Thank you. Now leave. Nope. That's what I wanted to do. I might have gotten away with that. Okay. I didn't see what alert that was, and my Twitch activity feed has not done. That was either was that a raid or a host? Thank you, whatever it was. I love it when the Twitch feed fails miserably. Gonna be doing my usual alert while I get some work done off the wall. Hey Solaria, thank you for lurking all the same. Much love to you too. Right, let's just do it as Billy. No, I need the inventory space. I think that leech still needs to die, so let's do that, and then let's reevaluate. Yes, let's just do that. I love how there's some games that I play where it's like, you can just watch me slowly lose the will to live while playing them, and it's fantastic. It feels great. And leave quietly bricks up the air and Solaria while they're engrossing work. Hey, we're not... Let's not have any Poe in this chat, okay? I mean, I like Poe. I think Poe's a great short story writer for a particular kind of fiction. But, I think we're a bit past that. I think doing this resets the fire, if I'm completely honest. I don't think it takes the damage it should. So last time it took 3 Molotovs, right? So let's see if it takes 3 Molotovs this time. If not, I'm just going to reload and... Wow, it did. That totally worked. Cool. Equip the shotgun again. Do I clear out that room and then come back with Rebecca, or do I just go and grab Rebecca now? Let's go and grab Rebecca. Rebecca has more handgun rounds than there are shotgun shells, so I'm reasoning that I can trust the AI with Rebecca's ammo pool. They should be telling me I can't pull up the floorboards. Hey, no matter how many heartbeats you hear, okay, there isn't a heart underneath your floorboards. Anyway, I do actually need to be Rebecca. That was a stupid joke. Stupid literature joke as well. Like, is that have I peaked or troughed? Billy has B. Really? You're not close enough? Apparently not. Leave that for now. I really need more shotgun shells.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
No, it's Billy. Lieutenant Billy Cohen. You know this, Rebecca. You've seen his arrest record. You've seen his arrest report. / execution order. You know what his name... He told you his name. I think he told you his name. Could be wrong about that. Oh, really? Well, that's fantastic. Okay, hopefully that just... That right there is bullshit. There's your head. How do you feel without a head? Probably not great, if I'm being honest. Hey, Rebecca, the handgun ammo. 0 in. Get a crit headshot. Great. Right, how are we doing? Both in orange caution because those leeches in the hallway outside. Fine. Fine game. Fine. Right, projector. It's a microfilm projector. If you had some microfilm, you could view its contents on the screen. If only I had some microfilm. What would I do if I had some microfilm? I assume I need to put both in. Yeah. It's a picture of a room somewhere. Not just a room somewhere, not just any room. Management training room. Okay. Something written on top of the picture of the seats. I'm seeing 7, and you know what? I'm just going to take a picture of my screen. Please do bear with me. I can't be bothered to make any detailed notes, so I'm just going to take a picture of the screen. Sorry if I just blinded people doing that, I guess. Close enough. 7 and D, anyway, are indicated. So I'll go for those, I guess. Just got to figure out where the podium is on that picture. I think I know where it is. Oh, I'll take the disc, please. Security system version 1.02 for area 010203. Don't carry out. I'll take the ammo disc, why not? Oh, it's... Put it in my files anyway. Oh well. Let's have the picture. Just go through them. Oh god. Billy is too far away from the door. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to swap over to Billy. Oh no, it's close enough. Right, do I save the game? I really don't want to because of the health issue. But at the same time, I don't want to have to do all that again. You know what? I've got 2 save files. I'm gonna save and we'll if the worst happens, I can just reload the other save. Ooh, another 4,000 to the See Me Race challenge. That'll be nice after this, actually. Just the Star Wars Souls-like after whatever this could be described as, because it's not heck. It's not HE double hockey sticks. Hey chat, if it goes poorly, remind me to reload save 10. On the upside, I believe in these older Resident Evil games, you move faster in Caution. So there's that. I'm just going to swap back to Billy because he's got the shot. Oh, right, costumes. I can change those now. I mean, I can change Billy's 1. Even if I had paid the extra £8 for the costume DLC, Billy gets 2 extra costumes to Rebecca's 6, I think it is. Yeah, I get my chat rules. A 5 would be a Jill sandwich, actually. Anyway, back to Billy. I didn't save in the conference room, purely because I don't know what's going to happen. I'd rather have the save in a safe area, with my health at this level. Still feel like there's some things to do with those statues I'm missing. Maybe I can break one of them at some point to make it lighter. Okay.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Come on.
Okay.
I think it was this one. I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons in my frustration. Oh, nope. So one way at the front. And then... this one, I think. I don't actually know how to interact with them, if I'm being honest with you. I'm pressing the interact button and absolutely nothing is happening. Do I have to put the ammo disc in first? That would probably make sense. There we go. Security system is locked. Please insert system disk. Evac drill path locked. System disk required to activate release system. You know, that doesn't sound great if I'm being honest, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now loading. Reading system. I like how the subtitles don't actually match up to whatever text is on the screen. That's great. That's great. Complete. Access complete. Release system activated. Please input code 2D. Please enter passcode 2D. There's no input device nearby. I know, but these are now turned on. Okay, so. $2D? Okay, well that's... Assuming I'm reading this right, that's the one at the back next to the aisle and the one at the front. So... Assuming I'm reading it correctly, it is this one and this one. Oh, right, yeah.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
Of course. Timed. Hey, I am a smart person. That's the door in this room, and that's the door in the main hall. Don't believe I know where that door is. So, yep, that's now yellow. And the way out is yellow. Seems suspicious, but I might go there first. That's a knife I should probably pick up, but I don't have room for. Oh, right, that's the door on the top floor. To the, yes, of course. Where do I go first? I am spoilt for choice. Herbs are usually outside, so I might go outside first.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Even though there is a door in this room that I could leave on fire, I'd rather check for more healing items before going any further. Also, standard thing about how this music gives me a headache. Joke's on me, this isn't outside at all. Okay, it actually is. No response. Looks like it's not getting any power. Okay, so that needs a battery. So that'll take me straight to the roof. If I can find a battery for it. Oh, you fixed camera angle, please, thank you. What is this way? You couldn't give me any herbs, huh? Okay. So solids are built wire mesh. Despite its age, it shows no sign of decay. I just wanted a herb, maybe 2, or a first aid spray or something. The bridge has collapsed in the middle. Beyond the precipice, you see nothing but pitch darkness. Okay, so this is... How do I get you? There's something there, but you can't see it well from here. I know, I saw it. How do I get it? Oh, there's a box on the cargo lift. That's how I get that. I'm pretty sure there was a box on the lift that I noticed when I went up there. So I assume I just have to drag it across. I'm kind of tempted to go up first. I'm going to the like smaller areas first, reasoning that there'll be less there to kill me. Please also don't pull the respawning back. Hey, what was I just saying? Technically not respawning, they've just spawned new monsters in here. Fuck you, game. Hey, Rebecca, do you want to get closer? See, your boss has said I probably should get an LFT for your peace of mind. What is an LFT? Sorry, does that say handgun or magnum? Handgun. Okay. Oh, it's an observatory. Door is locked, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole anywhere, so that's another puzzle door. Oh, one of those rapid cover tests, gotcha. If you are concerned, obviously it would help allay your fears. There's a message carved into the control panel, the 3 fundamental principles of the Umbrella Corporation. Profit, profit, profit. See, the Umbrella Corporation is step 1 profit, step 2 profit, step 3 question mark, step 4 profit. So that's, I assume, go somewhere and pick something up to put in that, put in those little crannies. Once they give to asymptomatic people. If it would help, I highly endorse it, if you are concerned. Oh God. Rebecca, I'm gonna have to ask you to come down steps. Yeah, step 3 is question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, exclamation. I've never actually seen the exclamation mark variant. I've heard people talk about it, but I've never seen the question marks. She's now in danger, I assume. Please still be in caution. I also only have 2 shotgun shells left. Alright, I've put it off for as long as I can. No, just an umbrella's case. You know what, that's fair. It's very fair. Yeah, I'm on the right floor. Oh, this is not going to go well in the slightest. Right, let's quit that. Let's go back to controlling Rebecca. I guess what I could do is if I do find a place where I don't want to continue because of just such low resources, I could pause the playthrough and then just play through on easy to get to that point. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Right, just run past. Just run past. I don't think Bill is close enough. Please be no one in here. Okay, it's close enough. This is a puzzle. Calling it now. Do I have to make it look like that one? Probably do, right. Okay, ooh, flame rounds. Oh, they're probably for something very important. Some kind of painting here, but it's covered with so much dust I can't make out what it is. Yeah, it's fascinating, but not actually what I wanted. I'll take those though. Probably need those for a boss. Keep pressing Y for inventory because that's what I'm used to. By the end of the playthrough, I'll have remembered. That's a lie. I won't. It's a large globe. It appears to be decaying, like the planet. Okay, can I get a better angle of this chessboard, please? It's a chessboard. The game appears to have ended in checkmate. Okay. And oh, can I go out the big door? Outside the window, you see a wide expanse of a lake. Oh, it's a pawn. That's what it is. Can I push these? In any way? Hey Billy, do you wanna?
I'll go alone.
Roger.
Thank you. Okay, so the rook I can't push. Oh, I can. I didn't save either before this. Because for some reason, I didn't expect poison gas. Honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Cool. You know what? When this game gives you ink ribbons, just save as a matter of course.
Resident Evil 0.
Okay, so I know I can get around everything in that hallway. I've got to do the password again, but I know there's nothing outside, and I know that I'm going to have to go to the top floor anyway, so I don't really have to do anything different. I can just go straight to the conference room, put the password in, and then go into that hallway. And hey, I saved shotgun rounds this way. So that was the first room. Maybe I should go to the second room, see what's in there as well. Yeah, let's do that. I can't be bothered to change the costumes. Not without the redemption going on.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Hopefully it's the same puzzle. Right. You have to open inventory. Keep forgetting. They did not have the 0A. God damn it. Okay. It's random every time because of course it is. I wonder if it's one of those where it's the like it's the same the first time you do it, and the same second time you do it, etc., or if it's just random every time. Anyway, so that is in fact over here. And second row, left hand side next to the aisle. Psychonauts 2 is £55. Didn't surprise me. It's a Microsoft game. It's cheaper than PS5 titles. Okay. PlayStation. If you didn't know, by the way, PS5 titles are now $70. They increased the price by $10. They're allowed to touch on the cost of games. Oh, most games now are 50 to 60. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Oh, right, it was 0 A, right, wasn't it? Did I just press them in the wrong order? Or am I standing next to the wrong ones? Let's try that again, but this way around. Oh. How am I misreading this so badly? What? Okay, I'm gonna go and get that passcode again. I might have misread the passcode. I assumed it would be the same, so I was mashing through the text. It may not have been 0A, so let's just go check. Nope, it's 0A. Okay. What am I doing wrong then? I hate puzzles like this because I don't have a proper mind's eye, so I can't picture the image and flip it. But that should still be on the left-hand side, the second one from the front as A. And then 0 should be the right-hand side in the corner. It should be one of these. One of these should be 0. Even if I'm completely misreading the image, one of these is 0. But it's not turning on. What have I done wrong? Chat, any ideas? I am 90% certain this is 0 on that microfilm image I've got. And yet it's not doing anything. In times like this, I cheat. And by cheat, I mean I use a walkthrough. I've already solved this puzzle once. I'm just trying to... There we go. Yes. It looks like it's 2D the first time every time and then it changes. Do I just try 2D again? Because this is 0. I'm looking at an image of the room with the door that you come in by. And I suspect this is A. I'm super confused about what's going on with the game right now. You know what? Maybe I'm on the wrong side. No, I'm not. You know what? Let's just try 2D. I know it hasn't asked for 2D, but maybe it's broken. So 2 is the... This is D, and 2 is the back of the room on the other side. Nope, that's not working either. I think I'm going to have to reload. Check for a third time that it does actually say 04. 0A, sorry. That is definitely 0A. So with the map I've got, just get down off the stairs. 0 is definitely there. And this is definitely A. I don't know what's happening. Which is no great shock, actually. Generally, I don't know what's happening in life. I'm just going to reload the save. Because that's all I can think to do. Reset the puzzle.
Resident Evil 0.
I mean, even if I got the wrong 0, I tried all of those along the back row. One of which had to have been 0 based on that image. And none of them worked. No, those faint sounds of my patients rapidly leaving the room. Right, so I've got the disc, got the shotgun. Let's go. Again, the music isn't helping because it gives me a headache, and headaches make me tense and irritable, which I'm pretty sure they make most people tense and irritable, but still.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
You stay there, Billy. No, I did it again. Okay, we're back to 2D. We are back to 2D. So 2 is this one, and D was this one, I think, right? Super Ginger joining me at Party 4. Hey Raiders, how you doing? That also didn't trigger for some reason. Please. Right. And again. There we go. Welcome Raiders. How you doing, Super Ginge? Let's do the thing. Let's do the polite thing. My chat has paused you to scroll, even though I'm not scrolling. How are you finding Bioshock Remastered? You still enjoying it? Okay, fine. That took far more attempts than it had any reason to. So what I'm going to do is save the game in this room. No need to mess with it anymore. Oh, there's always a need to mess with it. I need to vent my frustration. Glad I got a chance to return the favour at last. Hey, it's not a favour. Just like sending people to, you know, great streams. Plodding along slowly. Well, I'm glad you're still enjoying it. Please just... I never want to have to do that puzzle again. And I was considering replaying this for the file. Yeah, I'm just going to override that save. For the file achievement. Because I hate myself. Have you reached the point where it starts being a horror game yet? Because I love the fact that Bioshock was marketed as a horror game, and it spends so much of its first act trying to build up the horror, and then it kind of just fails. So then I played a Resident Evil game. I would highly recommend the RE2 remake, and I guess technically RE7 would make better sense than RE8, but my favourite two are definitely the RE2 remake and RE8. This is everything that was bad about the originals, I think. But I've never played the original. I'm just going on what people have said. I don't think it reviewed. It reviewed like averagely, and then it's the only one with 2 player characters. I can control them individually if I want to. Woohoo. I'm just struggling because I've never played a game like this before, and some of the puzzles are of course obtuse. Okay, right. So I've got the shotgun. and that. So there's just handgun ammo upstairs. Outside has nothing for me right now, so I'm just going to go straight to the puzzle.
Follow me.
Okay.
Total paying attention to the story, it's got the second dose of Sushong's drug. Excellent! No random plasmids for you. Yeah, this is the only RE game where they did this. RE5 has co-op, as does RE6. Actually, they're both completely co-op. But the AI is better. I didn't want to leave him in control of his actions. I've saved, so that's fine. I'm just going to see what's in this room. I need to figure out where I'm supposed to go first. And then I'll reload the save and we'll do it without getting hit. Oh, he just comes with me now. Should I leave already, but gonna lie down for a bit? Hey, that's totally fine. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for the raid, nonetheless. I'm just going to have a scream internally, and you know what? Ah! Scream externally. The blue herbs on that bookshelf are for poison. I assume, based on blue herbs in the other Resident Evil games I've played. So I can only assume I'm going to get poisoned. So the first aid spray. Blue herbs. Okay. I knew I was going to die, so that's totally fine. So there is a first aid spray in that room.
Resident
So I do want to go to that room.
0.
And then I think the chessboard seems like a plot progression thing, and I might just cheat on that because I can't bother to beat. I thought you meant like the herbs themselves are poisonous. Oh gosh, no. No, the blue herb kills poison. Billy, stop eating the spider plant. That would be cool. No, so I know there are spiders in the first game. You know what? Let's just go back to Billy now.
This way.
Okay.
Because now I control when the shotgun shells get used. Yeah, I know there's spiders in the first game. RE2, you get poisoned in the sewers with the G adults. Right. Pop in here. That's somewhere to be. Hopefully to reset these on the AI. Also, because this room's empty, I believe. Yes. So we'll just grab the handgun ammo. I mean, technically I could set Billy's AI to idle so he doesn't attack anything. But honestly, who has time for that? Grab that. Swap back to Billy for the napalm grenades. Right, how am I doing on inventory space? Not great. But Billy can take the first aid spray. And Rebecca can take the 2 blue herbs. Actually, she could mix one of them with the green herb, I guess. Yeah, I need the first aid spray. And I have 3 shotgun shells, I think it was. Should be enough for the 2 zombies in that room. Plus, I have a knife to stab them with. Haha, jukes. It does feel good getting around the zombie. I'll be honest, it's just very awkward to do. Right. Oh, please fall over. I have a knife now, I guess. Oh, it's dead. And that one's dead as well. Whew, okay, so. Is there anything else over here? It's like some kind of chemical, put it in the mixing set. You put the green chemical in the mixing set. Oh, yeah, so Billy has the lighter, obviously. I just used the green chemical. I don't know if I was supposed to, but examine. I don't know what this is for. Set of tools used to mix and prepare medicines. Use a green chemical. I may have just banjaxed things. I'm just going to go check right now. Or if I was supposed to do that, like I was supposed to do the lighter fluid with the cigarette lighter. Doesn't say. And this one, so Resident Evil 0 green chemical. I know they said green chemical. That's a super obscure reference to a first edition printing of a card game I play. Like, what do I do with it? Was I supposed to use it here or not? I mean, I'm assuming the game wouldn't let me use it if I wasn't supposed to. Can be combined with Rebecca Chambers mixing set to create an antidote to poison damage. Okay, cool. So that's fine. I think that's okay. I think I'm good. Grab the blue herbs. Medical tools and drugs are all manufactured by Umbrella. Of course they are. I want to take the blue herb though. Thank you. Maybe I could have shot... Oh, there's a thing on the bed. Maybe I could have shot that gas canister, sorry. First investigation unit notes. We're searching the facilities and it looks like a lot of the chemicals survived. Fortunately, the storage tanks are still all full. We've just started and there's still a lot we don't know, but it appears that the chemicals can be mixed to produce new substances. The chemicals are scattered all about, not because of the accident, more as a result of plain mismanagement. Hey, it my life. When we reopen the facilities, we will have to develop a system for dealing with these chemicals. Something is scrawled on the back of the note. Red plus blue equals sulfuric acid. Green plus red equals stripping agent. I guess technically I didn't have to kill those zombies, but it seems to make more sense. Right, I'm just going to use a guide for the chessboard, I think, so that rather than having to save, I can just do it. Maybe we should still save. Okay, Billy's in danger, so I guess Billy's gonna get the first aid spray. But that's why I was running around as Billy. We're gonna go save. I'll change the costumes before I save as well. What was it? It was the sandwich t-shirt, I think. And sure, I should save in this room, because that's where the nearest save point is, but all of my stuff's down here, and for consistency's sake, I'm going to save down in the main hall. Alright, let's do some inventory management. just going to drop these for now. In the hopes that I find another red herb. Oh, if anyone doesn't know, Billy totally could have a handgun. I just haven't given him one. There's one on the floor somewhere in here for him that I deliberately haven't given him. I'm just going to overwrite that just in case. Okay, hopefully this chessboard puzzle takes one attempt. But let's find out. Would be curious to know if the if the difference between difficulties is just the resources you find, or if zombies just die way easier on your difficulty. Because the train is fine. And this is why I was hesitant about playing this, but I wanted to, and I put it as a channel goal because of that. I hate games with ridiculous difficulty spikes. And the train was fine. I came out of the train with a decent number of resources. I didn't particularly struggle at any one point. And then this happened. Anyway, I'm just going to use this walkthrough. Oh, I was misreading the chessboard. I see. I see. Again, this is my I can't rotate things properly in my mind thing. I had the chessboard all wrong in my head. I've got to make it look like the chessboard. And, you know, when I glanced at it before, I thought it was fine. Okay, and now I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Also, I completely forgot to change costumes. I was also moving it like I would move it during a game of chess, which I guess is not the intention. Also, it turns out the game doesn't try to kill you if you move the king. I guess everything else does. Please push it, Billy. Please. Thank you. This is a problem I also had in Ori Village with one of the puzzles that required me to rotate something in my... That book just says evil on it. It required something to rotate. It required me to rotate the image I'd been given. It's just a thing, unfortunately. I don't blame the game for that. That one's on me. Take the Book of Evil. I've seen this movie. I know how that ends. Guess I'll have to take the Book of... You know what? If I'm taking the Book of Evil, why don't I just use the Book of Evil with the cigarette lighter? Wait, there's something more here. Marx's Diary 1, December the 4th. We finally did it. The new virus. We've called it the Progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care, as long as I can continue my research into Progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. But maybe I can turn this to my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all this virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of Progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool! But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm to properly develop Progenitor, I must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. Blast. I've discovered a new way to build a new virus type with Progenitor as a base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I call this new virus T for type. Okay. Clearly that's a spelling error. It's B for beef. Got it. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for the experiments. Otherwise I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. This is a long diary. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. I think he means he's going to kill them. January 13th. At last they are ready, my wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence, they will never have the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now, finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for B and the leeches. Fool! No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February the 11th. Today I again found evidence of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If this is what they're after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I would announce B at the next directors' meeting. I will announce B at the next directors' meeting and collect my just rewards. What are you doing? I'm giving you your reward. Your eternal reward. Okay, I have a Book of Evil. What do I do with it? Oh. Right, the statue. Gotcha.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
I am trapped by chess pieces. Still trapped. That never happened, chat. You can't prove a thing. I have a file, I think. Sorry, I was just listening for respawn zombies. Pretty sure I have a file with the 3 things for that puzzle upstairs. Files. Is it this one? No, this was the date. That's the clock puzzle. I thought one of these mentioned umbrellas. Yeah, it's just the train stuff. I mentioned like the 3 pillars of umbrella, but I could be wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Discipline, obedience, and unity. There we go. I knew I'd got it somewhere. Okay, remember the regulations for trainees, chat. It might be relevant later. Okay, then. Back to the main hall. And lo, the main hall is here. Yeah, I was going to say my inventory's full. It won't let me. Okay. I need to... they're both full, right? No, because I dropped the blue herbs. So, Rebecca takes the statue. Billy places the book. But you have to do that from your inventory, not from facing the statue. Okay, that is not what I do. Well, for the sake of inventory space... Hey, Rebecca, do you want to put that statue back down? Hang on. Can I break this from my inventory? Ooh, hey, but... Stone statue with a single eerie-looking wheel on its back. What if I take both statues? Because if I can only put the statues on here, then the books are something else, right? That would seem to be obvious. Good and evil in balance. New pathway opened up. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I'm just checking that I can interact with the statue every time. Okay, so that is definitely not for use there. So I guess I'll put the statues back on here for now, because the statues seem to be the thing I need here. Because it lets me put them down. They're not balanced anyway, but I need the inventory space. Okay. An elegantly bound book entitled Evil. Seems unusually heavy for a book of its thickness. Can I open it to see if there's anything in it then? No would be the answer there. Or would be the answer to that question. Right, I'm gonna go and load the grenade launcher anyway while I'm thinking about it. May as well save the game while I'm at it, actually. That's over here. I drop these, and I guess the shotgun for now. Please pick up the grenade launcher, Billy. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the shotgun again, although I'm fully expecting to not be able to not find any more shells in this building. Leave that, yes please. That's the grenade launcher again. Oh no, I'll take those though. I mean, you're standing on the sparkle. Thank you. Okay. We all good now? Yes. Oh, costumes, right. How did I forget? So that was the one I randomly determined. And again, Billy only has the one, so. I wanted to beat this on normal, by the way, because to get the ability to switch costumes in the original, you needed to beat it on normal. Hey, where's the... there it is. I think I've got 3 ribbons left. I probably didn't need to save, in all fairness, but I have 4 ribbons left, so it's fine. Just drop them over here. Okay, so I can go outside, but that doesn't give me anything without the battery for the cargo lift. I can get to the top, but I can't go anywhere, and I don't think I have anything to put in the discipline, obedience, unity, or whatever it was places. I might try that red door on the left. I'm going to see if there is if I've just blanked a candle there in that room that I can put there, or if there's already a lamp I can light with Billy's knife. With Billy's knife. What? With. Hey Rebecca, look at this. Stabs knife into light and it ignites. With his lighter. That's what I was trying to say. Don't think there's anything in this corridor, but there might be now. Oh, this was the wrong room. This was the wrong room. Okay, we didn't get attacked. Well, we got attacked, obviously, but... Actually, maybe we didn't. How did I mess up the map that badly? Right, because it's off the conference room, you fool. That room is where you get the note giving you the time code for the clock puzzle. And also the crank puzzle. I just want out of this damn mansion. If I'm being completely honest, I'm done. I'm sick of it. Moving on. There used to be a zombie in this hallway. Right. Aren't you supposed to be lying down, dude? But thank you for contributing all the same. Oh, there is a candle in there. Okay, I guess I didn't check. How pleasant. Let us see what is behind door number candle. No, do not throw that, my dude. Do not throw that. And for a lie down, clears nice room, head is spinning, so I've taken some aspirin. Hey, that's totally fair.
Ow! Ow!
Again, you can tell if they're dead or not because they leave a... There's like a pool of blood. Yeah, I was going to say she's in danger now. I have the green herb that I could use, but if I use it, I won't have anything to mix with the blue herb. Please tell me that was more than just grenades in here. A lot of bullets in that magazine. 15 in the handgun. Filing cabinet is in a state of total disarray. But there doesn't seem to be anything of interest. Oops. But thank you for reminding me that I need to reload. Which way am I pushing it? This seems like something I have to push. There we go. Okay. Hey Rebecca, take the Book of Good. Interesting. Oh, can I combine them with the statues? Okay, so I did have to come in here. The health situation is less than ideal. Because I don't know if you can just take a blue herb to stop poison. I don't know if it has to be combined with a green herb in this one. But I might just have to chow down on that tasty, tasty green herb so that Rebecca's not in danger anymore. Still need the water key. Maybe that's what the statues give me, and then that room up there obviously is. I'm gonna do it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reload the save. I regret doing that instantly, so I'm gonna reload the save.
Resident Evil.
It loads quickly.
0.
I'm gonna combine it with one of the blue herbs and see if that gives me more health. Slash, just not have her get attacked, because that would work too. I'm saving the grenades for bosses for hopefully obvious reasons. I just need to think of a more efficient way to deal with that room than how I did. Oh, I guess I could give Billy the handgun and the ammunition, give Rebecca the knife, keep her behind Billy. That would work. I like having them together just so, you know, I can keep track of where they are. But I'd rather have both of them in caution than have one hit away from death. I think that's the true Resident Evil experience, right? Play the entire game in caution. Equally, I can back out of the room to reset the zombie position, I think. Because that room, I don't think I can realistically get by the zombies without killing them.
Let's split up.
Okay.
Right, so Rebecca's going to stay here. She won't come into the room with me now. Oh, actually, the knife will be helpful if I get grabbed. For the...
This way.
Okay.
Wait for the not a cutscene to finish. For the door for the game to unlock the door for me. Stab. Are we good? Even though he is totally doing Kegel exercises right now, that zombie is dead. And I guess technically I took a bit of damage, but that's fine. Having one in find and one in caution is way better than one in find and one in danger. I'm just going to start being a bit more flexible with who's carrying what weapon, if I'm being honest. I think I should now have an inventory space free. Yes, because I'm not carrying the shotgun. The zombie's still doing his pelvic floor exercises. He knows what's up. Wow, the Twitch I've just noticed the Twitch preview on Facebook still on the Wildermyth pun title. Has not been that for like 2 weeks at this point. A weird caching error. Anyway. So I've got the Book of Good and I've got the Book of Evil. Let's see if I can maybe combine those with the statues? An elegantly bound book entitled Good. Seems unusually heavy for a book of its thickness. I didn't think I'd be able to do anything with them, but I wanted to check. Right. Hey, do you have an inventory space or do you have two? Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so my only prompt there is to remove the statues. Also, for the sake of completion, what does the statue say if I examine it? A stone statue in the shape of a woman. if you think that's what a woman looks like, you may need to actually see a real woman. Just saying. Okay. Out of ideas. I thought I'd be able to combine, like, open the books up or something. Oh, really? That's what I'm missing? Son of a... There is a specific spot, apparently, where you can open the book. That's what I was trying to do, I just figured it wouldn't be so specific. More fool me. Black stone shaped like a wing. Okay, right. I don't have any glue or anything, but sure, we'll do that, and then we'll do the same, shall we? Nope. Again. Come on. Right. I did it again. You do it from the inventory, you fool. Every time. Balance. Ignore the autosave. It doesn't actually, like, checkpoint you or anything. I don't know why it does it. But I've died after one of those, and it did not store my position in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I have inventory space to spare. I'm just going to check to see if I need to take anything with me. Oh, we're coming back here anyway. Okay, so let's go and grab stuff that might be useful to take to the next area, even though I'm totally coming back here. Well, obviously, I have bubbles, and you're going to become a look, and I can enjoy. Well, Rocker, I guess if I have to enjoy it, I just have to enjoy it somehow. Thank you for the look whilst you go to work, though. Right. So I'm assuming I'm going to find more shotgun shells. Let's take one of these blue herbs. Probably should mix it if I'm being honest, but I'm not going to. Inventory looking. Right, if I exchange all of those to there. And then one of them needs to pick up the ink ribbons. I kind of really want to take... I don't know where I need the hook shot again, and like the fact I can keep it, it makes me concerned. that I'm going to need it again, but I just don't know where. Resident Evil 0 grappling hook. Does the wiki have a list of places I need it? Because if I don't need it in this basement area, I'm not gonna take it with me. Because it takes up 2 spaces. I don't think so. So I think I can leave the hook shot behind. So might just take the other blue herb as a precaution. What's on Becky's shirt? Oh, it says Jill sandwich. See if I can get you a better view of it. There you go. So these T-shirts are there's like a the competition to get you designed in the game or something, and these are the winning T-shirts. So yeah, Jill sandwich. Yeah, so Choker is pretty cool. Yeah, there's aim for the head, Resident Evil 0 for Zombie Coon. We're allowed to choke myself. I'd love more chokers. Something about Nurse Jill to the rescue. Nurse Jill. Super Nurse to the rescue or something. Jill sandwich and then Umbrella Research Facility T-shirt. You know what? I'm just going to change her costume because it's been a while and I'm in this menu. A 2. I think that's the cowboy one again. It is. YouTube, I have a dice rolling thing in my chat, and I'm just rolling on that to determine which costume. Right, Billy was going to pick up his blue herb, and then we were going to leave. But the Molotovs. No one has the Molotovs, right? Right. Okay, how much gas is here? How many Molotovs could I make if I were given the bottles? Oh, that's a decent number of Molotovs. I'm going to leave that one blue herb there in case I need it later in the game. I don't know what happened to the other Molotovs, I'll be honest. Unless I'm just not seeing them because they're on a transition. Right, I'm just going to save over this now. To go back to the thing, yeah. Random dice roller in chat, and it just so happens that Rebecca has 7 costumes, and if she's wearing one, then that... Sorry. Yeah, 7 costumes. And if she's wearing one, that gives me 6 to choose from, and I have a D6 roller programmed. So that's what's happening. Blue herb, handgun, hunting gun. Oh, there are Molotovs in here still. There's only like 2 though, right? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Billy, unfortunately, as I said, only has the two outfits. So I guess we're going back to the suit. Because fair is fair. If Rebecca gets an outfit change, so does Billy. I probably shouldn't have saved there. I probably should have just gone down here and then saved, because I assume that the door's going to close behind me and then there'll be a save point. Please don't be poisoned. Okay, good. Oh, really? I'm gonna keep, like, obsessively checking for poison, by the way. Aha, jukes. It's locked. I didn't know there were spiders here, so apologies if you have a problem with arachnophobia. Please, I can see it flashing. I know it's there. Correctional Institute inmates list. Matthews K, deceased, disposal complete. Midge D, deceased, disposal complete. Keith W, preserved as specimen. Savage C, transported to research facilities. Royce M, transported to research facilities. Davids A, preserved as specimen. Clark A, transported to research facilities. Ellens J, transported to research facilities. This is not in alphabetical order, I've just realised. Terrence O, deceased, disposal complete. Kate A, transported to Arclay Laboratory. Jerry O, deceased, disposal complete. Scott S, transported to research facilities. Mitchell F, transported to research facilities. Kerry T, transported to Arclay Laboratory. Roberts A, transported to research facilities. Transported individuals to be deleted from the records. Yep, there's 100% a typewriter there. Oh well. They're giving me more ink. Right, well if there's a blue and a green herb there, I'm going to combine these and then drop them. Right, let's do this sensibly. This will be my storage room for now. I'm going to keep that. No, I'm going to leave it. Right, so if I take up that green herb, yeah, because of the shotgun issue. Anyway, let's just save the game and then drop the ink so that we've got that inventory space back. Complete waste of saving previously, but I don't want to go back through the spiders if I'm being honest, so I don't mind. Observation. What are we observing though? And back to Billy. I did want to see if I could pick up any of the keys, but I guess they're not sparkling, so that'll be a no. Oh dear. Well, I guess I'm giving Rebecca the pistol. Because it looks an awful lot like she's going through a hole in the wall. It's a large air vent. Rebecca could probably reach it if she stood on Billy's shoulders. Give Rebecca a boost? Yes. I really should have taken that green herb from
I'm almost there.
I'm glad I could be of service. Time to go inside.
Why didn't I take that green and blue herb? Why do I hate myself this much? Ah. Kinky. Reminder, no kink shaming in this channel. Power supply control panel. This panel looks like it controls the electric voltage in the room. Adjust the panel. Yes. Flip the first switch. Okay, I assume I have to get it to the red. Ah, dang it. Okay, at least it doesn't kill me if I get it wrong. I just wish it wasn't so slow. Okay, so up, down, up, down, up. Doesn't work. Let's try up. And then up again. I see the... Never mind, I'm a genius. I see the needles above the switches. So. That's a security camera. Okay, that's the corridor outside with the spiders in it. That's in the mansion itself. Cutscene.
You are wasting your time.
I
have already claimed this place for myself, which means you are trespassing. And I am very territorial.
Oh, zombie monkey. I bet I hadn't have taken any actual damage from that. Rebecca's dead, never mind.
It just doesn't make sense. Do you honestly believe this to be the real identity of that crazy young man? Impossible. But if somehow it is true, then Umbrella will be finished.
Umbrella's finished anyway.
If the old conspiracy against Dr. Marcus is revealed, Mr. Spencer's career will be over. Not to mention ours, too. So,
Birkin,
the time has come at last.
What are you going to do?
I will simply say goodbye to Umbrella. The biological weapon utilizing the T-virus has almost been completed.
fair.
Our only remaining task is to acquire combat data.
You can't be serious. I refuse to abandon my work. I have finished the research on the T-virus, but I need a little more time to complete the more powerful G-virus.
Please don't. Save us all a lot of hassle and just don't finish that, okay? Can you do that for
Do
me,
as you
William?
wish. I will follow my initial plan and lure the STARS members into the mansion. Their superior combat training should make them perfect test subjects.
Fine. In the meantime, something must be done
Alright,
with
he's
that
the
madman.
standard zombie virus.
As I recall, URC is equipped with a self-destruct device in the basement. I'll find it, set it off, and annihilate the place to nothing more than a mass of rubble.
Isn't annihilation technically where nothing remains?
I can't. Hold on. Oh.
Please don't give me control of Billy. All he has is a knife. Okay. Okay. I guess that... Yeah. Back pass through the spiders. It was the door I unlocked, the monitor room. I believe I can get through to rescue Rebecca. Oh, hey. Hey, Capcom, how about you don't put enemies in save rooms? That is a problem for later, ideally when I have a shotgun shell or two. And, you know, not a knife, maybe, just a thought. Yep. Yep. Okay. He's dead. There's shotgun shells back there. Pick them up. Okay, I probably lost way more health there than I should have done by trying to kill the zombie. Never mind, there were 3 monkeys in that room. Okay, I guess the grenade launcher? Yeah, I guess if I run around the monkey in the safe room, pick up the grenade launcher with the normal grenades to not use the napalm grenades up, and then shoot the 3 monkeys with the normal grenades, and hopefully there's splash damage and I kill all 3 of them with 1 round.
Resident Evil.
Unfortunately, we've got to go
0.
through the whole thing with Rebecca going through the vent again. Oh, the puzzle, right. Was it 1, 2... Okay, anyway, I've got to remember the puzzle now. Cool, cool, rad. Freaking fantastic. There is still evil in this place. On the other hand, there's absolutely no reason to prepare right now. Not to prepare right now, sorry. Keep pressing Y and I don't know why. Okay, so Rebecca really doesn't need the shotgun right now. I pressed X when I wanted to press Y because I'm an idiot. So I don't need those. I'm gonna give this to Rebecca. Because I can pick up the shotgun shells on my way through. Because I know they're there. Yeah, Rebecca has inventory space now. So I guess we'll keep that as is. Drop those. Also, I just want to point out that I got bit by a zombie twice and went from fine straight into danger. To the point where I got tapped by a monkey and died. Right, I don't think there's anything in this room, right? No, it's just that. Yeah, that's the entire room. Okay. Rebecca, you're going in the hole again.
I'm almost there.
I'm glad I could be of service. Time to go inside.
I'll be taking a wellness break shortly, just to make you all aware of that. Hopefully I can skip the cutscenes, although the fact I can't skip this doesn't fit. Oh, I can. Never mind. You can press the start button. Did I really not thought to press that? I pressed everything other than that button. Gosh darn it. Alright, what was the solution, chat? Is it 1, 2, up, 3 down? I think it was, right? Please be the same solution every time. Okay. I like puzzles like that. Which is good, because there's a fair number of them in the RE games I'm coming to learn. This is not a cutscene, so I can't skip it. That is. That is.
It just...
And that is. Curiously, the one with Rebecca is in game though. I guess the room that she's dangling above is a save room. Because her costume changes in that cutscene. And the pre-rendered one, obviously she's wearing the default outfit, because that's what she's supposed to be wearing. I'll be back for you, Petrol. Don't forget me. Our passion is too fiery. We'll burn down this mansion, which may be a good thing. Pick up the shotgun ammo. Nope. Fucked up. Fucked up. I'm probably going to regret not picking up that gas, but that's a problem for the future. Hey, get off! Okay, we're going to do this sequence of it. Hey, you know what's good about monkeys? They stun lock you. Said no one ever.
Resident Evil 0.
Said absolutely no one ever. Alright, I'm just going to check to see what happens if like, can she actually fall to her death? Doesn't say. Does not say in the slightest. Maybe I can get around them and just rescue Rebecca? No, because then there'll be two of us in the room with the three monkeys. And then there'll be two of us to contend with, you know, that bullshit. Alright, anyway. Okay, so, this is not a safe room, as it turns out. And yet, I still want to leave everything in here. Please. Thank you. Maybe I do use the napalm grenades. I mean, the issue is just that there's three of them. If there was one of them, it'd be fine. Because they appear to have a cooldown before they can attack me again. It's just the stun lock. And because there isn't a partner in the room, there's no... I guess if there's two of us in the room, then we can get them off easily. Maybe I should just run straight for Rebecca. I'm still gonna use the normal grenades. Also, maybe I should kill the monkey in this room. Feels like a waste of a grenade, if I'm being honest, though. Actually, if the monkey's dead, then I can just pick this stuff up afterwards. Right, okay. Let's try this loadout. This is so tedious. I am so sorry, chat, that this has happened. I don't want to waste an ink ribbon just for the purpose of this puzzle, though. Because I could get Rebecca right in front of the you know, the power box and then save.
I'm almost there.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Just so I don't have to.
Time to go inside.
Go through this every time, but it's. I'm concerned that ink ribbons may be an issue later on if I do that. Oops. At least this is the same every time. I also really want that note, if I'm being honest. So that's back in the main facility, back in the mansion. The basement I could access before in the mansion. Skip the cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Again, that purports to be an autosave, but it really isn't. Right, let's go kill a monkey. Probably going to die doing this. I just want to see if it's a viable strategy. Billy, aim down. Okay, the monkey's dead. Am I now in orange? I'm still technically fine, apparently. What was I taking with me? I need space for the grenade launcher. Oh, but now I won't have space for the shotgun shells. Ew. That's awkward. Let's try without the grenades. The guy's like, now go back through the hallway where you killed the spiders earlier. And I'm like, I only had to kill one. You can go past the others pretty easily. Right. So as long as... I'm hoping as long as I don't actually touch that guy under the bed, he doesn't activate. He doesn't aggro, sorry. Oh, but that guy does. Yeah, I'm coming, don't worry. Nope. Equip the shotgun. About the power regulator. Due to the recent lightning strike, the power regulator continues to be inoperative. It wouldn't really matter about the power, except for the fact that the boiler room equipment is on the same grid. The equipment is so run down, I'll probably have to have it fixed up all the time. If you wish to exit rapidly, set the indicator to 70. Check first though that everything is connected to the chain. Probably could have picked that up as Rebecca. Okay. Oh my god. Where is she? Oh, there's the hole. Okay, maybe I have to kill the monkeys in that room. I was doing well up until that point as well. Okay,
Resident Evil
yeah, I guess I have to kill them.
0.
I was kind of assuming if I got there and pressed A, Billy would pull her up. But that does not appear to be the case. Oh, okay. I was completely misinterpreting what I had to do. Okay, fine. That's weird, but okay. It's a good thing I thought to check. I don't have to go to that room to save her. I have to go to the room beneath her. Okay. Good to know. Well, if that's the case, let's do some strategic inventory stuff. Rebecca's going to take this mix now and absolutely going to get poisoned. There we go. We're going to take these and mix them. What am I looking at inventory-wise? She's got one space free. Okay, so Rebecca can keep the knife. Can she then take the grenade launcher? I think that's everything in this room, right? I mean, they carried it all down here, so I must have enough inventory space to carry everything. So I figured that I was down here for the long haul. It turns out not. I'm still going to get the resources in the monitor room. You just had to be different, didn't you, Byron? I'm still going to get those resources, but I can pick up the gas now. I also know that I'm not entirely in a time constraint, under a time constraint. I'm still not going to save though. Hopefully this time I'm successful. After this attempt, I'm going to have my wellness break as well. I need to eat something to keep my blood sugar up, otherwise I'm just going to get angry.
I'm almost there.
I'm glad I could be of service. Time.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab the note now. Because I don't need to come in here with Billy. Mod only? No, it's not a random number generator. It's a Nightbot will output a script that will generate D4, D68, D12, or sorry, D4, D68, D10, D12, or D20. It's not true RNG. It's within those set constraints. Hopefully, this is the last time we see this screen. I look at my camera and I shake my head despairingly. Is he? Yeah. It ultimately not for any real purpose, but it's neat to have it. Okay, so I don't need to kill the monkey. So that's cool. Okay. So I never need to go in that save room again. I'm glad I saved, however. One, two, counting with bubbles, 3. I like how the map tries to show you where you're supposed to go, but it doesn't actually give you it doesn't help in any way. Nope, not today. Okay, go and get the resources because I like shotgun shells. And Molotovs, it turns out. But if I get the shells first, I might have enough time to grab everything else on my way out. Not like that, I won't. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. And then peace out. So I'm not sure if the web deals damage or not, but I, don't particularly want to get webbed. I have the shotgun equipped purely for just knocking things down. Oh god, where was the way down? There. I could take the Molotovs. I am absolutely screwed if I need to pick anything else up. I've lost the door out. Don't touch that. Yep, absolutely knew that one would get up at some point. Luckily, the other 4 in that room are dead. Again. Huh. I'm gonna pick these up just to put them on my map. I guess I'll pick one up because it's all I just actually touch. Decaying paintwork. I love it. Get out of here, you fucking monkey. Which way am I going? Straight towards the camera. Quit it. No one likes you, monkeys. I'm gonna die. I think this was the door.
Rebecca!
Oh, she fell
Hang on.
two-story. Okay, she fell
pull you
to
up.
the room below. Ah, now that makes more sense. I didn't realize she'd fallen that far.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Just keeping my word. We promised to cooperate with each other. Remember?
Wait, what?
This is Rebecca, over.
Rebecca, this is Enrico.
Hey,
Have
Enrico.
you managed to locate Cohen yet? Over.
Yes?
Rebecca, answer me.
No, sir. I have not found him yet. I'll continue to search for him. Over.
Rebecca,
My first mission, and I've already disobeyed orders. So much for my great law enforcement career. Oh well, I probably won't live long enough to worry about it. Billy, I just need to know. I need to know the truth.
Did you kill them, Billy?
Did you kill 23 people? I'm not going to judge you. I just want to know the truth.
it was around this time last year.
This has come out of nowhere, so I'm enjoying it.
Our unit was ordered to Africa to intervene in a civil war. Our mission was to raid a hideout of some guerrilla forces located deep inside the jungle. But the hideout was far away from our entry point. Some died from the heat. Others were killed by the enemy. In the end, only 4 of us survived.
They got there, though, I guess?
Only, there was no guerrilla hideout.
What
That's
do you
monkeys
mean?
instead.
The idiots in charge had us operating based on wrong information. But we couldn't just go back home empty-handed, oh no. Our leader ordered us to attack an innocent village.
Oh, that's awkward.
Get rid of them! Kill them all!
Please, sir! Ceasefire immediately!
Shut up!
And he got the blame for it.
Do it!
Resident war crimes.
So did you execute those innocent people?
Forget about it. Doesn't matter
No, I
anymore.
killed his
That was
CO.
then, this is now.
And was
Besides,
blamed.
you said you wouldn't judge me.
I'm not judging you, but it does matter. Look, now my people think you killed those MPs in the van, but I don't think you did. It was those zombie dogs, right? When they attacked the van, you were able to escape. Isn't that right?
You don't get it. I've only got 2 choices left. Either report to the Marines and serve out my sentence,
Or
or keep
die.
on running for as long as I can.
Yeah, 3
That's
choices.
all.
Death is always an option. Okay, so after those monkeys did terrible, terrible... Yep, that's exactly what I expected. Not poisoned, though, I guess. Oh, right. Hey, Billy, can I have, like, a handgun or anything? No. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I guess Billy should probably have the grenade launcher as well. It's a wooden box. It looks like it was once filled with gunpowder. I actually wanted the ink ribbons, but okay. Nope. Thank you. Warning, no loitering. A wide hole gapes before you, the product of the ceiling's collapse. I'm going to save so I don't have to do that ever again. Or at least if I do it again, I'll do it on easy. Still like over half the game left. Okay, so I know there's monkeys in this room. I've saved, so let's deal with them as best we can. I really don't want to use the shotgun shells, but at the same time I don't want to use the grenades. But I've saved, so let's just try shooting them. Although one of them ate 2 shotgun shells and didn't die, so that was fantastic. We good? Wow, that actually worked. I mean, sure, yeah, I'm in caution, but that went way better than I expected it to. Okay, so there's the 2 green herbs that aren't on the map for some reason. I meant to look this way as well. Huh. Right, well, I'm going to explore this room first, and then I'll check out that door in a bit. Hey, handgun rounds. Also, I'm back to playing the game in caution. 6 souls imprisoned within the chains of death. Rekindle the flames of life from the spirits of the weak. Oh. Herbivores? No amount of cunning can match the speed of my supple limbs. I dance freely through the air, capturing a legless prey. That's the snake. I stand tall on the earth with horns proudly displayed. I creep up on my victims in legless silence and conquer even the mightiest of kings with my poison. I am the king of all I survey. No creature can escape my grasp. Oh, maybe I have messed up. I shot with slammer to bring down even the greatest horned beast. Maybe this is a food chain thing. Would I say BioWare games are a bit overrated? This is the only one that's not mentioned, actually. But I don't know how to put the fire out. I think they're overhyped. I think definitely they're great, and they're a lot of fun. I'm probably not the best person to ask this kind of thing. I'm just going to light all of these, because I feel like that's what I have to do to extinguish them to reset the puzzle. Oh, hang on. Wait, no, reset puzzle. It's an old game. You fool. Just leave the room. I think the main issue with games being overrated in general is that they're great when they come out, but then, or they might be great when they come out, but then obviously as time progresses, as games get alter and change and what players want and expect changes, then they're overrated. Like now, I guess if you were someone who was ambivalent about Star Wars, for example, and people were raving about KOTOR, and you went to play it, then I could see an argument being made there that it's overrated. I think it is an extremely clunky game. AD&D rule set, not great, but still pretty fun. Okay, so it's about the week, right? This is the only one. Sorry, the horse is the only one not mentioned. How many statues are there? Horse, wolf, lion, snake, deer, Eagle. That's 6. Which one's cunning? Is it the wolf? No, because that's specifies the deer. But stuff like Dragon Age. Again, Dragon Age also. You know, I'm going to do Eagle, Snake, Lion as an experiment. Dragon Age Origins particularly hasn't aged very well. I'd still maintain that, like, it's fine. It's still fine. I maintain Dragon Age 2 is a good film. Good game. I will stand on that soapbox to my death. I love how much we get to learn about Kirkwall and how it changes over the game. And then Lion. Inquisition could have been better. I will admit that. The story's fine. The game feels great to play, I guess. Oh, hang on. What about it? Okay. New idea. New plan. Go for the ones that aren't mentioned as dying. Hey, Solaria. I mean, if you'd ask me if I think The Witcher 3 is overrated, yes, I do. That game is distinctly average, and I'm aware that other people might think other things, and that's totally fine. It's the great thing about opinions. Like, I would definitely rate Dragon Age Inquisition and the Dragon Age series over The Witcher 3, for example. But I know other people don't, and that's totally fine. I think The Witcher 3 could really, really do with being half the length. It's just too long. It's too long with too much of the same stuff, like with Dragon Age Inquisition. That is too much game for the content that's in it. Or God of War. I got really bored of God of War. The new one? The new one at this point. The PS4 God of War. Too long. Doing the same stuff over and over and over again. Right. So, Eagle eats Snake. Which eats Lion. Wolf eats Stag. Totally agree with you. I'll throw games like AC Odyssey under the same bus. Just too much of the same old. Way too long. Yeah, I don't mind repetitive games. Heck, I replay Pokemon regularly. Just how it is. But repetitive games that just don't know when to end, that's my issue. Okay, maybe I do have to do all 6 of them. It's the horse. The horse is where I'm getting stuck, because nothing mentions the horse. Assassin's Creed games started with the collectibles because one of the higher-ups in Ubisoft, shortly before AC1 was supposed to release, gave it to his son to play, I think it was, and the son said it needed something to collect in it. So they had something like 2 weeks to implement the collectibles in Assassin's Creed 1, which is why they don't work properly. One of the Templars you have to kill can spawn under the map. Okay, reset puzzle. I'm pretty sure this is a food chain thing. Doesn't know what to end. Looks sideways at Skyrim. And equally, I'm fully aware that some of my favourite games are too long. I've admitted it. Like, Dragon Age Inquisition, one of my favourite games. Is it too long? Yes, it is way too long. The requisitions didn't need to be there at all, because actually you can soft lock those to the point where you can't complete them anyway. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. Okay, it's starting to peel again. This is just tedious. Completely not related to our BioWare games overrated. This is just annoying. Where do you fit in, horse? I guess it's cunning, so wolf. But it escapes. so presumably it's not weak. This is the thing, I'm extremely literally minded. So if something says from the spirits of the weak, that means everything that dies, right, in this puzzle. Yeah, is it too long? Only if you intend to complete it, you can theoretically get through on the bare minimum, better get out of the hinterlands. Yes, you can spend like 20 hours in the hinterlands. But I've done everything that dies. Is it everything that isn't preyed upon in turn? Which is just the deer. Which wouldn't make sense. It's not a puzzle. I feel like this is do it in the right order. You know what? I'm bored of this already. Okay, sure. I'd like to know why that is the case, game pressure, but you know what? Fine. It is do it in the right order. I just don't know why the horse comes into it. Is it by order in which incels refer to the... Oh, please don't get me started on that. I'm having concerns about D again and the incel movement. Okay, so... The horse is the issue here, but you do it in reverse order from... You go backwards up the food chain. So, like, the deer is killed by the wolf. And then apparently you're supposed to figure out that it's horse next, even though the horse isn't eaten at all. Yeah, it's getting worse. Anyway, that's by the by. I don't think I'm in the right place, so I'm just gonna... Nope, that's... Is that the right place? Somehow that's the right place. Right. I was on the right track. I just would never have thought to do the horse there. And then snake eats tiger, apparently. And is eaten by the eagle. I did it! Woo! Apparently there were 2 rooms here, so... I got 4 shotgun shells. Let's do the old standby, peek ahead into a room, turn around and leave. I don't hear any zombies. A crude wooden desk. The drawers appear to have been ransacked. Oh! That's the thing in the observatory. Oh, right, yeah, there's the whole thing where you can't... Even though I'm not going to... Hang on, who has the... Oh, Rebecca has this thing. You can't even combine things in your inventory if you don't have space. You have to have the space to pick it up, to potentially pick it up, and then you can combine it. I have so much... I wonder if there's a flamethrower I can use it with later in the game. Let's check this corner. Nope. But yeah, if you hadn't noticed, and it's not particularly because I review games, more just I think about stuff like this a fair amount, but I'm totally happy to discuss the downsides of my favourite games. Hey Rebecca, do you wanna shoot the mans? Rebecca, please shoot. Rebecca. What the? It's equipped. Her gun is equipped. I don't know. That was what I wanted to avoid. Okay, well, I guess it's done now. I don't know why the AI freaked out there and didn't fire. She's pretty sure she's set to. Yeah, she's set to attack. Weird. I didn't want to use that shotgun shell. I wanted to kill her with a pistol, but I forgot to unequip the shotgun. Anyway, management trainee's diary. What is it the director Marcus is researching all the time, and what's... I'm going to reload, because I just realised where my save point is, to save that shotgun shell. The only issue, the main thing I'm concerned about, actually, throughout all of this, is that we're going to get to a point where Billy's going to run out of ammunition on, you know, the shotgun. Oh, I've got to kill the monkeys again. How did I do this last time? I think it was that. Because Rebecca's been grabbed by something. And then I'm not going to be able to do anything but knife, I guess. Which knife only run is totally valid. Scream when they die. So why do they only take like 3 pistol shots if they take at least 2 shotgun blasts? That doesn't seem right. Anyway, let's do this again. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I should have my wellness break as well. I'm mostly just concentrating on getting through this. Do apologize for being quiet. Reminder though, as it's been 2.5 hours, tomorrow's stream and for the foreseeable future after that is Psychonauts 2. I will be writing a review of that for Gamer Dating, but really? Camera angle? It will be my normal overlay and stuff. It won't be like a air quotes Gamer Dating stream. Right. Let's try that again. Got about 50 minutes left, by the way. Hey, Rebecca. Do you want to make more Molotovs? Doesn't seem to be anything special about it. Apart from the empty bottles I can fill with petrol and yeet at zombies. Oh, also, just to make everyone aware, Angel and I have been watching the Clone Wars. We've got 2 episodes left, and we've, between us, have agreed that the power Force Push is in fact called Force Yeet. So, when I get around to KOTOR, after The Witcher 3, which is, you know, going to be 2024 or whatever, that is what the power's called. Ignore what the game says, it's Force Yeet. I kind of want to know how many people I'm going to annoy by calling it that repeatedly. It's basically purely decorative, except the fact that it's holding a key item. Thank you. Yeah, just so you know that. All right, Billy, you have the shotgun. Hey, right. Rebecca, I'm gonna have to ask you to... You know what? I'm just gonna do it for her. I don't see the blood, so I'm gonna shoot. Oh, they're in a little cuddle puddle. Okay, that worked out much better, and I still have 2 shells left, I think? Yes, 2 shotgun shells left. Oh, nope. Stop pressing Y, you fool. Alright, let's read this properly, shall we? Management Trainee's Diary. What is it that Director Marcus is researching all the time? And what's with his weird interest in leeches? Interest? Seems more like love at times. Rumour has it that there's something dangerous about those leeches. It is true that when Dennis just touched one, he got ill with a fever. Again today, there's a horrible moans beyond that door. Like sleeping dogs? No way I'll go near them. Even if the director ordered me to, I don't want to end up like Dennis. That poor bastard. Scratching and scratching makes me itch just watching him. Oh, is Dennis the itchy tasty guy? Must maybe go if can but whoa. Dennis gone, I go hungry. Help, Mom. Okay. Interesting. It's a wooden box. Inside are various gadgets and gizmos. Can I take a gadget and or gizmo though? Also, is this room really just for a note? You know, I'm not sure that was worth the shotgun shells that I used in here. Oh well, I've used them now. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything. Several books icon on the table, doesn't seem anything special about them. Yep, I guess this is just a room with 2 zombies in. And a note. Cabinet contains various personal effects, there's nothing particularly useful inside. Okay, right, well. It's there if I need it later, I guess. Part of me wants to go back upstairs now and clear my inventory. Is it this door? I think it was this door, right? Also, I can grab those 2 green herbs. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, this is why I want to grab those green herbs. Neither of them have space. Oh, camera, please. Right. No bamboozle. Oh, right, that's the zombie. Never mind. Hopefully Billy didn't get too much damage from that. I only have 40 minutes left. I guess I should still take the wellness break. Set a good example for everyone. Please don't be in danger. Okay, right. Well, I guess I know where those green herbs are going. Straight into Billy's stomach. I should probably go and... Yeah, you know what? I'll go and get those first. Before I save. We'll go and kill the zombie and then... grab the herbs, heal Billy up and then save. Yeah, I'll do that. Otherwise I'm just going to be... If I have to reload the save for whatever reason, I'm going to have to do this again. So I may as well just do it now. Do I just give him one? Because that'll heal him one step. Or I can give him both, which will, I think, take him into fine. He's getting both. I don't... It's game over if he dies, so I kind of have to keep him healthy anyway. Oh, take him into caution. Right, he has more health, of course. Alright, well that was nice having the health there, I guess. If you don't know, it goes fine, caution, caution, danger. Caution yellow and then caution orange. Being the two different cautions. I believe, certainly from what I've noticed. And Billy has more health than Rebecca, so he can take more hits whilst in caution, I guess. Right, let's save here again. And because a streamer should always try to set an example for their community, I'm going to take that wellness break. And end the stream in 40 minutes, but I'm still going to take the wellness break. I need to stretch anyway. So, please do join me in this. Obviously, as usual, the text will disappear at the end of the break for anyone on YouTube. But, yeah, please feel free to stretch, hydrate, grab a snack, all of that good stuff. I'll be back in a few moments, having done the same. There's the text. Goodbye to my face, and goodbye to my voice. Thank you for not doing anything to get me banned. I really appreciate that. Also, thank you for just watching this. I feel like this stream has been a stream of highs and lows. And just infinite frustration. I feel, apart from RE2 and Village, and to some extent the 3 remake as well, my entire experience with the Resident Evil series is I'm enjoying this despite myself and despite seemingly the game's best efforts. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Anyway, I've got the tablet now at least. Leave that behind. And we're going through the other door. It's all good. Well, like I say, thankfully not going to be banned anyway. I also stream in fear of a hate raid every stream now, so that's great. This must be something for the water key. But as long as everyone's still enjoying the game, and, well, you know, less the game, my experience with the game, I'm happy to keep playing it. You know, up to the point where I just really am done with the game, but it takes a lot for me to reach that point. There was one game I can only really remember giving up on one game because I didn't want to finish it in recent memory, which is pretty impressive, all things considered, because I play some... Well, I played Dark Alliance on stream, so that's the bar, really. Speaking of, I don't know when the DLC for that's coming out, but I'll check it out when it does, if it's still on Game Pass. Joy. This is more just to get Billy away from the spiders than actually to explore the room, but I need to explore it anyway, so. Hey Billy, do you wanna stab something? And one of these is gonna die. Wow, we're both in danger. Whew. I will probably reload the save. I just want to see what's in this room. Okay. New plan. Run past them for the key. How does that sound to everyone?
Resident Evil 0.
I think I can get past them, grab the key, and then leave before Billy will get hit. Hopefully, maybe. I do like games that restart quickly, though, if you have to reload saves. No idea what locker that key is for, by the way. None whatsoever. I would leave Billy in the hallway, but there's a spider there. So it's not a viable option. Well, unless I leave him way back. Could do that, actually. I guess technically I could also shoot the spider, but the spider isn't that annoying to deal with. You know what?
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Stay there. Technically, I guess it would probably make more sense to give Billy the pistol and run around as him, as he has more health. But who has time for that? I'm going to try and get Rebecca to a safe place, and then I guess Oh, they're in the way. Also, they're cannibals, it turns out. Cool. Right, I just have to get Billy close enough, and then I can change back to Rebecca and go through the door with Billy. I teleport Billy through the door. Or I could just do it as Billy, I guess, actually thinking about it. Right. May have made a mistake.
This way.
Okay.
So that's the danger of having it set to solo, is that they don't teleport with you. Did you fire any rounds? You did. Right. Oh. I didn't expect anything to be over here. Well, it looks like it's dead end, so. Nope, that's a puzzle. Oh, wait. I might remember something about that puzzle from the speedrun. The GDQ. I think there's monkeys involved at one point. Here's a thought. Oh, they've been taken apart, never mind. Parts and gunpowder lie scattered all over the place. Guess I'll take the handgun rounds and not the actual useful weapons. Oh, is that what the lockers? Is that what the locker key is for? We have reached the point in the Resident Evil game where the Magnum ammo starts appearing. That is never a good sign. Is that in fact the Magnum? The Duralumin case. Yeah, I don't have a number for this that I recall. Still incredibly annoyed I missed one note on the train. This doesn't have numbers in it. I don't think it'd be Marcus's. They usually highlight the things in green if they're important clues. I can only assume I don't have the right note yet. There's a control panel here, press a button. Don't touch. Right, I'm just going to see if the walkthrough recommends a certain person do this. Okay, so it's not that... Am I really that unobservant? To be fair, I wasn't looking for it. Zoom. There we go. It's locked via combination lock. Looking closely, you notice the numbers 3 5 written on the corner. That's terribly secure. Wow, the dial actually turned. That's pretty cool. There is something inside. Handgun parts. A set of various parts consisting of a scope and scope mount. Equipping these in a handgun will greatly increase the gun's firing precision. Combine. Never understood the need to put a scope on a handgun. Seems a bit redundant, but there we go. It recommends whoever is carrying the grenade launcher for this section. Custom to bustum, create a custom handgun. Well, no one's carrying a grenade launcher, so I guess I'm going back for the grenade launcher. I think where the closest save point is. Oh no, it's a moot point. I need the grenade launcher. Please. Okay, that took 5 shots for some reason. Please don't be in danger. Oh, poison. That's less than ideal. I don't know if she's going to make it in time, actually. I think poison does damage over time. Except the blue herb's all the way at the same. Really? There's only one way to find out, right? Race against the clock. My main concern is that this is going to take her into danger, and I don't have any green herbs or first aid sprays. I mean, also, if I'm being honest, I obviously don't want to replay the entire game up to this point too uneasy. Please pick it up and take it. Yep. That's an issue. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of healing her. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start another save file, but I'm going to do it down here, so that I don't accidentally choose it if I want to reload. And then Billy. Right. The nice walkthrough writers advise the grenade launcher at this point, so... Billy does not have 2 blocks. That should give me 1 space free for grenade launcher ammunition. And then I've got to hope that I find Well, actually, at this point, just a regular green herb would be nice to get her out of danger. Into caution again. But a full heal would be even better. You know, first aid spray or a red and a green. Might also give, I might swap the weapons around so Billy's got the handgun. It's got the larger ammunition pool. After all. No, no, it's still here. Exchange. Really, I should I should not be carrying the ink ribbons around, but there we go. Too late now. Well, I guess technically not. I could run all the damage. I'm not going to. Is my point. Don't need to go in that room. I like how the spider noise is still playing even though they're dead. Right. Billy needs to go in here.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Nope, there we go. And now to flick, to press buttons, levers? What are they? Press the button, let's go left. Operating entirely on the principle they wouldn't give me them if I didn't need them, I'm going to immediately reload the, oh. Okay. I guess I'll have to do that for a moment. I'm going to immediately reload the grenade launcher with acid rounds. Is there anything up here? Nope. Oh, I assume I'm going to have to go make my way all the way around. That's pretty neat. I don't like the bullet holes in this area. They don't fill me with confidence. Oh, Oh, is it left again? It is. Press the button. Yes.
Battle sequence initiated.
Oh.
Locking door.
You know what? Not really, though. Do I have to fight the hunter? I don't. You know, I don't really want to fight the hunters, if I'm being completely honest, because they suck. With a water key. Just gonna see how much is after that. No, you have to kill them. But that's it. That's the end of the section. Byron contributing to the Seymour Race Challenge. Thank you very much, Byron.
Resident Evil.
I think I've got
0.
one more try in me. And then I think the game has beaten me down for the day. The game's like, the game's like kill all the hunters and then heal Billy, and with what? Okay. Well, I now know what the grenades are for. Do I just keep the shotgun on Billy? I think I do. I mean, yeah, I don't have much ammunition for it, but I think I keep the shotgun just in case the grenades, in case I run out of acid rounds. Because I'm gonna have to pick the key up, so I need a slot free. Hydrate? Ooh, you're right. Probably should. Cheers. While I'm playing, actually, nothing else to talk about. If you are interested in seeing my very self from, you know, neck upwards, at least, play role-playing games that aren't D&D, it has been my singular pleasure to take part in the Storypath showcase going on over on the Onyx Path's Twitch channel right now. We have recorded session 0, and that has aired. And I think session 1 will be this Saturday on their Twitch channel. We recorded session 2 yesterday, with session 3 being recorded on Tuesday next week. It's only supposed to be a 3-part thing, but it's been a lot of fun to play Trinity Continuum with people I wouldn't ordinarily play games with. I'm playing a stunt actor / brawler, so it's not my usual character type. But yeah, if you do have a couple of hours free, session 0 you can watch without being a subscriber to their channel. That's up on YouTube, or it was yesterday, unless they've taken it down because it wasn't supposed to go up. But you'll have to wait a week this Saturday for session 1, I believe, on YouTube. If you don't want to subscribe to their channel, if you do, you can watch it. To watch the VOD. Right, Rebecca, stay here.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
But in session 0, I was like, you know, I really like playing heists, and then none of us made a criminal character. Button Y. There we go. Just trying to remember the button to press to change character without going into the inventory, which is funny because it's actually the same button as I would ordinarily press for my inventory. I don't know if I should just back myself into a corner. I went into inventory. I don't know why. Yeah. So even in the inventory, you have to press Y to change character. You can't. I don't think you can do it. No, because that just gives you control of. Oh, there you go. You can do it that way, I guess. Left, I think it was. Absolutely not. I didn't go far enough. Whoops. And then hopefully some point end of September or start of October, I'll be putting together another game to be streamed on the channel. Might be looking for players for that some point soon. to demonstrate a new virtual tabletop service and maybe also a game of my own writing.
Battle sequence initiated.
This is not a cutscene.
Locking door.
I can skip, it's in-game. You know, I was fine without the hunters, if I'm being honest. Perfectly fine without them. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm stun locked. Hey, Kiwi guy, how you doing? We're both in danger.
Battle sequence complete.
I was gonna say, really, is he still alive?
Unlocking door.
I really don't know what to do because everything is telling me to save the game, but they're both one hit away from death. How am I? Well, both my characters are one hit from death, so you can imagine how I feel about that. Genuinely, I think the best thing I can do right now is next time I play this game to reload the other save where I have health and redo this entire section.
This way.
Yeah.
Because...
I'll go check over there.
Oops.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
The key I just picked up allows me to enter more areas of the mansion. I assume it has a water symbol on it. Yep. Which, sure, yeah, means potential healing items, but also probably means more zombies to deal with. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Also, there's a chance that I'll make it out of that with an acid round, because I know I whiffed at least one. Hey, Billy, do you want to get off the stairs? Much appreciated. So yeah, I think the players, you know, I've got 10 minutes. I'll reload the save and try that all over again. But that is why I made that separate save, so I knew there was something off about it. I mean, it's pretty far back though, but it is what it is. Stop eating the spider plants, Billy! Yeah, it was that spider, really. It messed me up. I'm gonna have to kill them. I'm just gonna kill it. 2 shotgun shells. Should account for one of the spiders. That door on the right, by the way, is what the key I pick up opens. Opens a single door. Right. So they're both in caution, which is much more preferable. Do I just take everything I need now to avoid having to come back? Right. Pick up the blue herb. And then... still need the lock, so I need to get the locker key again. But that should be fine, actually, because I can take Billy into that room and stick him at the back, because the giant insects weren't attacking me until I fired a round off at them, and then I can run past them. So that should be fine. I'm just concerned about inventory space. Okay. Let's try it. Was this before I killed the zombie in this room? Or after? I think I killed it on my way back through. Yeah, it's dead. Cool. I know, don't worry, I know that it's very rare that you'll, unless you're going for the don't get hit achievement, or you're good enough to not get hit in games like this, in RE games, that completing a game or playing the majority of the game in caution is normal because, like one hit and gets you out of fine. But I wasn't comfortable with 2 characters in danger for some reason. I'm also just going to kill the spiders. Billy, please have teleported with me. Please come close enough to the door. I heard him swing for the spider.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
Right, before I do that... Okay, I thought maybe there was something with the valve last time that I didn't pick up on.
This way! Ow!
Okay. That didn't work quite as well as I hoped it would. Please still be yellow. Okay, both in orange. I don't know if I'm going to survive this. I don't know if I'm in a position where I just need to get extremely lucky to survive. Yeah, you know what?
I'll go.
Okay.
Alright, he still has the shotgun, so he needs to go grab the shotgun shells.
This way.
Okay.
I just want the handgun ammo. Who has inventory space? Not him. The fact that it specifies only one part is missing kind of makes me curious. 95% complete. Thank you for contributing another batch of points to the challenge, Kiwi guy. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Less than 2k needed. I guess I might be playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order at some point then. I don't know when. Use. I was like, I'm missing a verb here. What's my verb? It was use. Examine. Yeah, I don't know when that'll be, because I do obviously want to finish The Witcher first. Don't know why I said it like that, if I'm being honest. And I still have Wildermyth to finish. Paradise Killer. October's traditionally Spooky Games month. But it will be added to the list. While I'm in my inventory. So I have to watch the Witcher series. Yeah, it's a pretty good series. No. I want the ammunition, thank you. It's pretty good. It's another take on it, much like,
You stay here.
Okay.
The video games are a different take on the story to the books and the difficulties with adapting media. If you do watch it, be warned that there's time. It's not all taking place in the same time period, and it's not very clear that that's the case until right at the end of the series. Centra? Center. So when I come back to this after Psychonauts 2, I might just use the grenade on the spiders. The grenade launcher on the spiders. It's worth the 20 hours just to watch it, because I know for a fact that I'll binge all of it. Oh yeah, I would definitely say it is. And obviously, if you're going to binge it, then you have other things you can watch for the price. Maybe. Ah, crud. I didn't think this one through. Hey, Rebecca, I have too many things in my inventory now. You wanted a knife, right? Any other good shows? Well, on Netflix, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra are both very good shows. There we go. What else have Angel and I enjoyed on Netflix? If you like horror films, I really enjoyed Fear Street. I only watched the first one. I need to get around to watching the last two. But I've heard really good things about them. Oops, did it again. Get down some Avatar: The Last Airbender. Fair. Last time I checked, it was on there still. Just trying to think. Star Trek. There's a lot of Star Trek on there. If you like Star Trek, I just caught the corner of my desk. Right. I don't think I'm going to succeed at this, but I'm going to try anyway.
Battle sequence initiated. Locking.
Might be a region thing. I think you can find that out. I think there are websites that kind of tell you what's on Netflix in your area. Oh my god, please. Okay, I think I wasted a single acid round.
Battle sequence complete. Unlocking door.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Yes, I think I wasted a single round there. But it's proof of concept. It means I can do it. I don't have time to redo it now, but I could do it next time. Because I don't know if there's going to be any more hunters in the game is the issue, and the acid rounds are really useful. I think, despite the sense of achievement I have right now, I think that I want to try it again next time with more health, to save more ammunition. Maybe I can get to this point with more health as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to hate myself for doing it, but I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to end the stream here. I'm not going to save. I'm going to keep everything as it is. I know I can do this. I know I can improve at it. If I get time, I might just try to beat this section off stream and then, you know, literally just do this section again and try and get more ammunition out of it. But I don't know if I'll have time. But, so, tomorrow, Psychonauts 2 launches. It's on Game Pass, so I'm going to play it. I really enjoyed the first one. If you want to watch the Psychonauts gameplay, Double Fine have put out a 3-minute recap video of the story of the first game. I'll try to provide a rough overview of the story anyway before I get into it. Sorry. But that's the game I'm playing until I beat it, essentially. I don't know if I'll go for the 100%. I'll get what I get, as usual, I guess. But I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, so, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. I feel like this stream, as I said earlier, it was a stream of highs and lows. I think it was good for me to stream despite my misgivings. I don't entirely know. But I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Raid, do you have any raid targets? Is anyone I follow streaming right now? You know what? You do? Who have you got? Who have you got in mind? I'm going to end the YouTube recording here. YouTube, thank you for watching. Please do as ever and as always, please do stay safe, healthy and wholesome. And I'll catch you next time.